so I got to play the Digimon demo, Time Stranger demo, and um, definitely very interesting. Some of the mechanics are still the same, and there's a couple new things in here. And I think with this particular video, I'm just going to be talking to you guys about my impressions of the game, what I thought of this game. You guys know that I played Digimon Survive. I've also played, I think, Hacker's Memory back when that first came out. So playing Time Strangers, it felt like returning home with just a little bit more slight modifications. The cool thing that I got from playing the demo was obviously the voice acting, because if you know Digimon, most of it is usually in Japanese, and it's a lot of reading, a lot of talking going on. But this one felt a little bit more smoother. Didn't really feel like the same. The combat, however, very fluid, very smooth. I'm glad that we actually got some Digimon to talk, because we've seen it. It's been introduced, I'm sure, in other IPs. Like I think Digimon Next Order had that. So to bring that element to here really worked. Even some of their voiceovers when they would do some of their moves was pretty cool. Playing the game, I was like, wow, I wonder what they're gonna take from the other ones that were really good, that were really great. This, I think, is going to appeal not to just a newer audience, but obviously the returning audience, fans, I should say. In this, so I'm going to talk about it from like the newer audience perspective, for people who don't know nothing about Digimon. Digimon pretty much are these life forms known as Digimon, digital monsters, and they kind of coexist in our world, but they're just on the digital side of the spectrum, and they know about the humans' existence, and they kind of let the humans be on one side of the field, and they do their thing, and sometimes things happen, right? I'm just speaking to it from an animator perspective. Sometimes things happen, and heroes emerge, making them Digidestined, or whatever they're going to be called, depending on the series. And they go often to the digital world to save the digital world and to save their world, or sometimes the Digimon come in their world to take over, or just cause havoc. But either way, their worlds are very similar, very much the same. And there's a lot of Digimon that kind of gatekeep that. And I feel like when you play this game, you're going to see. Now, this story takes place, it's in a weird, a strange place. Because playing the demo, I'm like, okay, they keep talking about this instant, this thing that happened so long ago, like 8 years ago or 6 years ago. And in my mind, I'm thinking, are they talking about maybe the game, or are they just bringing up maybe some newer lore for this game that didn't partake in the previous games before, which would be very interesting. I didn't really get to do a whole lot of digging as far as like if this is a continuation of Hacker's Memory, or if it's its own standalone, but it very much feels like it could probably play a little bit of both fields, But one thing is, I will say, to me, I don't know if it's also picking certain elements from the show, because in one particular stage, I saw, I guess, like where Guillemon would be when his tamer would leave him, like in this small kind of cell. And I thought that was a cool tidbit that they played off of, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh shit, maybe it's during Tamers, you got this like, this little piece right here. And then you have like this organization trying to maintain balance, if you will, in this game. So I'm like, maybe it's not, Hacker's Memory or Cyber Sleuth, Maybe it's its own thing, and they're taking maybe various elements in this to put in this game that worked. And a lot more Digimon. Obviously, I'm liking the Digivolutions. The demo is very short, very short, maybe probably knock it out within like 30 minutes or something like that. But a lot of the newer controls are pretty interesting. Like I said, it's like returning home, but with just newer features, right? And one of the newer features that they have in this is actually like a digi attack kind of thing. If you guys haven't played any turn-based RPGs or something like that, you know how in most situations, if you see an enemy, you can kind of strike them before they strike you, and usually that'll cause maybe some buffs, debuffs, or lower HP, to the enemy, and you get to do that in this game. And what I thought was cool is you could do digi attacks, right? I think they're called digi attacks for like, objects. If, something's blocking your way, or if there's an enemy, you could attack them before the battle even starts. And sometimes if the enemy is weak, it's like a one-shot kill. You get the experience, you get the digi data, and you go on from there. If they can withstand the attack, what happens is they'll be, the HP will obviously be altered, and you go into combat to take them down. So I thought that was really, really, really cool and really dope. I'm like, this is definitely what we really needed, because it's gonna come in handy, and I can feel it in this game. It's gonna come in handy. There's gonna be a lot of Digimon that I'm not trying to bother with it. Let me just go ahead and one-shot them. There might be some obstacles. You might need them to kind of, what's ever blocking your way to, destroy. So I thought that was a helpful mechanic, right? You grind up, get this digidata or whatever, and with the digidata, you're able to pretty much convert it to have your own Digimon. So let's say, for example, there's just hypothetically, there's a mega level Digimon, and let's say you keep running into him a lot. You could collect all that data since you've already experienced running into this Digimon, and then you could use it, download it, and you would get that Digimon Mega and everything to form. See, in the other ones, it would have to be 100%, and you would be able to just convert it. But in this one now, you could get 100% and convert it, or you could wait till you get to 200% and convert it, which it'll obviously be more stronger and stuff, and you could convert it. And the other ones, you were only able to convert it at this kind of interesting spot in the games. But in this case, you could just do it on the flick of on the fly, which I thought that was pretty cool. It kind of reduces always going back to this hive to do a lot of your stuff. You could just do it all right then and there on your Digivice, making it more convenient. So I thought that was a great improvement on the demo. I'm just trying to think what else, because my first impressions of the game was definitely good. I'll probably make another video of just maybe some things I might have left out, because I do want to play it again, maybe try different Digimon, try certain ones around. I didn't really get up to champion level. I just kind of kept it rookie, but I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how to how to beat this one particular Digimon in a dungeon. I think it's an ultimate. So I didn't really get up to champion level. Just kept it rookie, simple, just to kind of get a feel. So these are my first impressions, but I might, go back, do another video, and give a deeper dive on it. I just wanted to just give you my opinion about this because I love Digimon. I grew up watching the shows, collected the trading card games. Not trading cards. Played most of the games, Digimon World 1, 2, still got Digimon World 3. I think I had 4, but I don't talk about 4. Like I said, Cyber Sleuth. I played a brief that game briefly. Hacker's Memory, I really played, full-fledged it, beat it, and of course on the channel, Survive. So I think playing this, coming to form, I know a lot about Digimon, so it's just one of those things where I enjoy it. I really, really like the game a lot. And so when Hellboy had told me, hey, they have a demo, I'm like, yeah, I heard something about it. I played it. I liked it. I'm like, okay, cool. I got to get these people my first impressions of this game. One crazy thing I will say is the Digimon itself. It seems that there's a lot going on in the story that I'm gonna, like I said, play again to kind of really grasp it. But what it feels like I said, it's like they're taking certain pieces, not chunks, but just pieces of other Digimon shows that worked, like I said, like Tamers, Cross Wars, and it seems that they're putting it in this game. The reason why I say that is because a lot of Digimon are like fighting. I don't know what they're fighting for, but they're fighting, and it seems to seep into, I'll just say, our world, the human world. So it's very, very, very intriguing to see. Okay, it's not like these are the bad guys and these are the good guys. There's a war. We don't know who's who yet. We don't know what they're fighting for just yet. So that's the intriguing part of it, and that's what gives me the Digimon I think it's called Cross Wars anime. In my opinion, this is how I see it. Because I'm sitting there like, oh man, all these Digimon are fighting. Where are they fighting? You got some of these dudes laid out. Some of these guys are just really, really gone. But we got to see. I got to like at least the ones that I seen that were laid out. I'm like, okay, they were in Hacker's memory, right? They didn't really give me no one that wasn't in, Hacker's memory. It was mainly just, no one knew. It was not like brand new. I know there's newer Digimon in the game, but they really kept it more like the same sprites, maybe a little bit more polished, obviously for new gen. But it wasn't like you're gonna see these new Digimons you haven't seen, not yet. Well, I take that back actually. Cupemon or Totemon. It's kind of like a fencing samurai kind of Digimon. He was in Digimon World 3. Now, in Digimon World 3, this is a little deep cut for people who don't know. You get a party of 3, right? And in that party of 3, it's like a starter pack. And I guess you have like Mon, you have like Koopmon, and I think you have like Geomon or maybe Agumon, one of the two. But like out of those 3, they would have other 2. So let's say you got like Mon, Patamon, and like Gomamon. Then you would have like Agumon, let's say like Gomamon, and like someone else. And then you would have Cupemon, I think like I'm gonna say Bearmon, but he's kind of like a bear with like buckles on his wrist and a hat. And then you would have maybe like Geomon in that party, and those would pretty much be like your rock, paper, scissors, right? And that's how I know Cupemon. I was like, oh shit, he's in here. I haven't seen him since Digimon World 3. So I'm like, yo, this is gonna be interesting. I wonder if Mon's in here. I wonder if some of my nostalgia is coming in here. So I thought that was cool that they implemented some of those Digimon in this game. But like I said, the demo was really short. It really didn't it didn't really like let me explore the digital world. I mean, we got a little tease of it just to kind of go back into our world, but that was pretty much about it. Overall, just playing it, the game I thought was really good. I thought there was nothing wrong with the game. There could be a few things they could kind of work out on, but I mean, it would probably be like once it's dropped and everyone's got it and we're playing it, they could kind of fix those in like later updates, obviously. But the game overall played really good, really well. Like I said, I like the mechanics. I like some of the newer features that they added because I think it's going to be very, very valuable along the journey for this game. I really do feel like there's going to be like a real full-fledged open world going from place to place to place. Probably you're going to have like some sort of fast travel or something like that. So I really like that they gave that Digi attack. They did also introduce like something called like a Digi ride where you would ride on your Digimon if they're big enough. That's probably like a champion and up level. You can't really do it with too many rookies. So that's the reason why I would want to play it again, to see which Digimon I could try and get like the Digi ride from, if it's more of an open world outside thing, or if I could also use that same method inside buildings and dungeons and stuff like that. So that's something that I want to try out. But I'm just trying to see if there was anything else. Oh yes, a new mechanic in the combat was, if you stun them, you could like hit them again, and then it'll be like another strike, which I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I'm like, oh, we didn't have that in the last one. But the thing is, it's like very tiny, so you won't know when you'll hit it. You'll just know when your Digimon attacks. It'll show up randomly, and you just gotta hit X quick, because if not, it goes away. And then you're like, oh, should I miss a free attack? Okay, that happened. The item selection as well. Because like in most turn-based RPGs, if you use the item, they count that as a turn. In this case, you could use the item and still have a turn. So I was like, yo, that's lit. That is very, very lit. So it makes the combat that much great. Because, a lot of us, we do these turn-based for like, shit, I'm going to have to waste a turn healing my party. But in this case, you can still heal your party and they can still, get back cracking like nothing ever happened. Also, what I like is there's like no Phoenix Downs or nothing like that, because I think in the other ones there was some type of revive if your Digimon is knocked out of the battle. You kind of have to wait after to heal them. In this case, it seems like they can get knocked out after the battle. They're already fully restored, like nothing happened. So like that's cool. But I think they also get experience as well. You have pretty much a party slot of 4 Digimon. I think 3 in reserve, and then like 3 as guest Digimon. So I'm like, okay, that's understandable. And I think the rest would just be like in your Digibank or something like that. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I respect that. I like that mechanic. I have no problem with kind of switching out, your switching up your party. The voice actors were pretty good, spot on. They weren't like phoning it in. I felt like it was pretty good. The main character doesn't really talk as much, but that's a given. I'm sure maybe later on in the game he may talk, but in the demo he didn't really say too much. It was mainly other people. You know how that goes. So yeah, it was cool, man. It was definitely something, man. But I can't wait for this game to come out. I think it's like October 3rd, right? So I'm definitely going to be grabbing the game first day. I'll more than likely go live on it, give you my deep dive thoughts on just the lore of Digimon as well. But I'll probably do like another video of like my anticipation, some of my predictions of how this could go and what sense of the direction. And it could just be all speculation at the end of the day, So I can't wait for when this game does come out. I'm definitely going to be playing it. I'm definitely going to be exploring this new vast digital world, seeing what Digimon I'm going to obtain. I'm going to Digivolve, De-Digivolve, Re-Digivolve to complete various trees, what megas, just the whole shebang, man. Because at the end of the day, it's one of those games you could grind. You Digivolve, and then you could De-Digivolve, open up different trees, different possibilities, and just, always make a bigger, stronger team. So I think that's what it's about, man. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if there's PvP, because I think in the other ones there was like a PvP mode. I don't know if they'll have this kind of be like a PvP. So we'll see where that leads from there. But I think that's going to probably conclude my first impressions of the Digimon Time Stranger. If you guys have played it, go ahead and post your thoughts in the comments down below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video of Digimon. But if you guys wanted to see like any of my other past Digimon videos, go right on ahead and click on one of the videos on the left or right hand corner of me playing Digimon Survive. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Clash Master signing out. Peace.